For optimum viewing, larger binoculars usually are the best bet because they have a larger objective lens, which lets more light in. They also have a larger exit-pupil, which makes them more comfortable to look through. The only thing is, they're not very comfortable to hold over a long period of time, such as a small compact pair. Well, there's an item from Bushnell. It's called a tripod adapter. It's this little guy right here. It's a really handy device or tool to get the best out of your big binoculars. Let's take a closer look. Here's the Bushnell Binocular Tripod Adapter. It comes in a clamshell packaging. Now I'm just going to open up the side here, and I've already cut it and just pull it right out. Now, it works with other binoculars, not just Bushnell. But to make sure it works for your binocular, look at the very front. Now, it works with most mid or large size binoculars. At the front of most of these binoculars, they have this decorative cap. And all you need to do is unscrew this, and you'll see a little hole there. This is where the tripod adapter fits in, and I'll show you how to connect it. Here's what the adapter looks like out of the packaging. It has a thread on the top here that you turn here, and then there's a little 1/4-inch socket on the bottom. Now I'm going to use a little mini tripod here for this demonstration, but you'd use a larger tripod if you're using it in the field. And what we do is just screw the bottom part onto the tripod here, and then now we'll connect the binocular to the tripod. After you've attached the adapter to a tripod, you can now mount your binoculars. Again, look for the little opening, take the wheel here and push it together and just screw it in, and you are set just like that. Now, why would you want to do that to your binoculars? Well, here's some good reasons. Most people buy binoculars because they want to see things that are far away closer up. So a lot of times we buy binoculars that are big and also powerful because we want to see those distant objects. But when you're holding your binocular by hand, looking for a long time, it can start to get a little shaky and it's not very comfortable to hold. Using the binocular tripod adapter, now you can put them on a tripod and they're steady as a rock and you just have to look through. So your arms aren't going to get tired. Also, if you're a bird watcher or observing nature and you want to take notes, now your hands are free to observe the binoculars without having to hold them. If you have a house or an apartment that has a great view, this is an ideal thing to have set up all the time. Now, sometimes you see people have a telescope or a spotting scope set up. They can be quite large. This doesn't take up very much space at all. And what's nice about using binoculars as opposed to a telescope, a binocular gives you a wide field of view. So this is great for doing extended viewing, kind of like when you go to those scenic spots and you see those binoculars and those big things where you put a quarter in. Now you can have one set up in your living room, ready to go at any time. Now, even though this is called a binocular tripod adapter, it doesn't mean you just have to use it on a tripod. You can also use it on a monopod. And we know taking those heavy binoculars and putting them on a tripod makes it much more steady, but it's not always convenient to carry around a tripod. A monopod is a great solution. You just extend the legs, close them down, and now the weight of the binoculars is on the monopod, not in your arms. So you can, again, for long extended viewings, you can look through the binoculars and use a monopod to take the weight off. There's a great device I like using with my binoculars. It's called a smartphone optics adapter. It allows me to use my smartphone with my binoculars so I can take pictures or videos through my binoculars. But to really use it effectively and to be steady, you're going to need to use the tripod adapter. So maybe you've got a great pair of binoculars at home already, but you're not using them because they're just too heavy. Or maybe you would like to do some stargazing, or you want to put them out on your deck to have a great viewing experience, but you don't want to have to keep holding them. The tripod adapter makes perfect sense. Put it on your tripod and your hands are free. It's a very inexpensive solution to get the most out of your binoculars.